Let's quickly learn different parts of speech.
So why do we have to know this? Because you can't make sentences without them. It helps you master writing techniques and it makes writing easier. So let's learn the 8 parts of speech. That's noun, adjective, verb, interjection, pronoun, adverb, preposition and conjunction. Let's learn what is a noun. So a noun names a person, thing, place or an idea. Let's take an example: cat, desk, books, students. All the things, places, person around us is a noun. Next, adjective. It is also known as a describing word. So an adjective describes a noun or pronoun, maybe happy, tall, the color yellow or being funny. So now let's understand verb. Verb is a word or group of words that describe an action, feeling or state. Example: drink, look, sing, love, hope, any work happening around us. The next is an interjection. An interjection expresses a very strong emotion and it is a very short exclamation also. Example: wow, this presentation was amazing. Let's move to the adverb now. So it modifies a verb, an adjective or maybe another verb. Simply it tells us how often, where and when. Let's take an example. I always have a big cup of coffee in the morning. Pronoun. It is used in the place of a noun or a noun phrase to avoid repetition. Claudia is a teacher. If we replace Claudia here, we will use she. She is teaching us English. Preposition. A preposition is used before a noun, pronoun or a gerund to show place, time or direction. The star is on your head, so it shows you the exact position. Conjunction. It joins words or group of words in a sentence. Example: and, because, so. So let's take an example. Juliana, Francisco and Pedro are taking on online classes. Hello everyone, this is the time to test our knowledge and our topic is parts of speech today. So here are a few instructions. There are total 10 questions and you'll get 10 seconds to answer each. Read the sentence carefully and identify the parts of speech of the underlined word in each sentence. Put the answer in the comment box and you can also do it in your notebook. And let me tell you, I have my stopwatch on here. So here is the first sentence for you. You have to guess the parts of speech for the underlined word here and let me help you. So I believe it denotes place. Yes, you guessed it right. It is a noun. The next sentence, whoa. So I believe it's some expressions of surprise. So which part of speech is used when we use some surprising words? You guessed it right. It is an interjection. Next sentence. So you have to guess the parts of speech for vibrant. I think it's describing the flowers. Yes, you guessed it correct. It is an adjective. Crept. So let me help you here. Crept means to move slowly. Any guesses? Yes, you guessed it right. It is a verb. Next sentence. But. Let me give you a hint. It's joining 2 sentences here. Oh, you are so smart. You guessed it right. It is a conjunction. Behind the curtain. So it denotes position here. Let's guess it. Yes, you guessed it correct. It is a preposition because it shows position. It's. So we are using it's in place of giraffe. So what do we use in place of a noun? Yes, you guessed it right. It is a pronoun. Next sentence. Rarely. So what do we use to show number or frequency of something? Yes, you guessed it. Correct. It is an adverb. Let's see the next sentence. The crowd roared with elation when the winning contestants was announced. So you have to guess the part of speech for elation. Any guesses? Let me help you here. If you are confused, it is a noun. Let's move to the last but not the least, 10th sentence. So outrageous. Outrageous amount. So it's describing the amount. What do we use for describing something? Yes, you guessed it. Correct. It is an adjective. So big round of applause for you. Here is the answer key for you. So if you want, you can save this video and you can practice parts of speech later. And please do let me know how many you guessed right in the comment box. Thank you so much for watching the video and for all your support. Greetings to everyone, and I'm back with another video to practice grammar, and for more learning, stay tuned. Today's activity is find the odd one out. Odd one out means एक ऐसा word जो बाकी option से अलग हो according to the question. So let's get started to practice parts of speech but in a fun way. So as per the rule says that you have to find the odd one in each category and you will get 5 seconds to do that. First question is, which word is not a verb? Jump, song, run, or write. So the correct option is song. Song is not a verb. Next question, which word is not a noun? Apple, book, cat, sea. Let's check. So the correct option is see, because see is a verb. Next question. Which word is not an adjective? Unhappy, sleep, amazing, sad. So which is not a describing verb here? Answer is sleep, yes, because sleep is a verb. It shows action. Next question. Which word is not a preposition? In, at, over, put. So which word does not denote any position? The correct answer is put. Yes, because it's a verb, right? Which word is not an adverb? So the options are slowly, careful, easily, fast. Not an adverb. So the correct answer is careful. Did you find them all? Seriously? Please put your remarks about this video in the comment box, and thank you so much for watching the video. In the next video, we'll be learning nouns from the scratch. So if you want to learn nouns, don't forget to watch my next video.
Welcome back, and today we are going to learn a very interesting concept, that is noun. Today we have a lot of interesting activities. So हम एक motivational activity से शुरू करेंगे और एक practice activity पे इसको finish करेंगे. Very first activity is, can you name all the images in the box? Can you see all these colorful interesting images? It's a video recorder, a camera, a paper aeroplane, a butterfly, burger, maybe a kid or a boy. But what is common about all these images? इन सब images के बीच में common क्या चीज़ है? That is, they all are nouns. ये सब nouns हैं, right? So let's take off and learn singular and plural nouns. So noun can be either singular or plural. Noun या तो singular हो सकता है या plural हो सकता है. अब ये depend करता है कि वो एक है या एक से ज़्यादा. If it's single means one, then it's singular. If it's more than one means two, in that case it's plural. Whether we talk about a person, place, thing or any concept. So let's see the rule number 1 which we have to apply to change a singular noun to plural noun. यानी कि एक singular noun को plural बनाने के लिए हमें किन rules को लगाना पड़ता है. Let's see to it. So the rule number 1 is you have to add s to pluralize regular nouns. जो हमारे regular nouns होते हैं उन्हें plural बनाने के लिए हमें उसमें सिर्फ s लगाना होता है. For example, camera converts to cameras and cup converts to cups. Rule number 2. You have to add es if the singular noun ends with s, double s, sh, ch, x और z to make it plural. मतलब अगर किसी भी नाउन के एंड में ये सभी वर्ड्स आते हैं तो उसे प्लूरल बनाने के लिए हमें उसके पीछे es ऐड करना है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल बॉक्स. If you see the last alphabet of this word is x, that is why x के साथ es लगेगा. And bus, s, buses, boxes. एक और एग्जाम्पल लेते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल बेंच, bench. सो बेंच मीन्स बेंचेस. बिकॉज ये ch से एंड होता है, दैट्स वाई हमें इसके साथ es लगाना होगा. लेट्स टॉक अबाउट रूल नंबर 3. सो इफ़ अ सिंगुलर नाउन एंड्स इन y, मतलब अगर नाउन के एंड में y है और हमें उसे प्लूरल कन्वर्ट करना है, देन वी हैव टू ऐड ies. लेट्स टेक दीज एग्जाम्पल्स. पपी, so it ends with y, so it will convert to puppy. So y remove हो जाएगा, y की जगह ias आ जाएगा. bunny, bunnies. Now talk about rule number 4. So you have to add again es to the singular noun if it ends with o. अगर कोई भी singular noun o से end होता है तो उसे plural बनाने के लिए भी हमें उसके पीछे es लगाना पड़ता है. For example, tomato, tomorrows. Volcano, volcanoes. That's so easy. Potato, potatoes. So there are some nouns which will not undergo any change. मतलब जिसका सिंगुलर और प्लूरल नाउन दोनों सेम रहेगा. अगर मैं बोलूँ शीप तो वो सिंगुलर होगा, अगर मैं बोलूँ शीप तो वो प्लूरल होगा. Deer, there are so many nouns like that. You can learn about it and I can make another video about it also. Rule number 6, irregular nouns. There are some nouns जो कोई rules follow नहीं करते. We have to just learn them. Like mouse will be mice. So हमने यहाँ पे कोई s, es या ies use नहीं किया, right? So it converted according to it. Another one is child. It converted to children, right? Next, so we have one practice sheet here. So let us do it. So if I have to convert girl, we'll convert to girls. It's a regular noun. बुक, बुक्स. लंच, ch में एंड होगा तो es, lunches. ss में एंड होगा तो kisses. y को रिमूव करके ies लग जाएगा, cities, ies. potato, so potatoes, because it ends with o, so we will add es again. o then we'll add es. sheep will not change, moose will not change. sheep का plural sheep ही होगा, moose का plural moose ही होगा. tooth का plural हम सबको पता है, it will be teeth. women, women. So that is it for today. I hope you had great learning, and if you have any questions you can put it in the comment box. I will definitely get in touch with you.
Hello everyone, nouns are essential to English language and are used throughout our writing and speaking. So in today's session we are going to learn about types of nouns. So waiting for what? Let's get started. So first of all, let us understand the types of nouns that are common noun, proper noun, collective noun, material noun and abstract noun. And now let's understand the definition of these nouns and how we can use them in our writing and speaking. So let's talk about common noun first. So common noun refers to a whole class or type of a place, person or thing, and it does not tell about a particular thing, place or name. So if we talk about common noun talks about the common things around us, common places around us, common people around us. If I talk about common person, can be boy, can be a girl, can be a doctor, can be a teacher. So these are the common persons around us. If I talk about the common place, that can be a hospital, it can be a park, it can be a school, right? And if we talk about common things, so all the things around us are common. If I talk, we all have fan in our houses. This marker is a common noun. This table is a common noun. Chair is a common noun. Curtains are common noun. Tube light is a common noun. Painting is a common noun. So all the things which are commonly present around us are known as common noun. So whether it's a place, person or a thing. Let's take a few examples. Let us talk about few examples. The first example, I live in this country. So, where is the common noun? Country. Because the countries are common. We all live in any one of the country, right? She is a singer. Singer. Because singer is a common. I can be a singer. You can be a singer. Anyone in this world can be a singer. So being a singer is a common thing, right? So both country and singer are common nouns here. So if we talk about proper noun talks about a very specific person, place or a thing. Okay, so let us understand this concept. If I talk about a country, that we live in different countries. So living in different countries is very common. But living in a specific country is not. Like I live in India. Maybe you live in US. Alright. So India is only one. We're talking about a specific country. Its name is India. Right. Now let us talk about specific person. So if I talk about specific person, like my name is Bharti. So if I'm talking about Bharti, I'm talking about myself. So if I talk about understanding common noun and proper noun, that can be very easy. I'll just give you one example. What is this? This is a duster, right? And it is a very common object which is found in schools or at our homes, right? So it is a very common thing. But what is the name of this duster? Means it belongs to which brand? It is of Dom's. So this is a duster. This is a common thing. But it belongs to a specific brand which name is Dom's. That is a proper noun. So Dom's is a proper noun, but this duster is a common noun. Now let's talk about this. This is a mobile. We all have mobiles. We all are using mobile. It's a very common product in the entire world. But it belongs to which brand? It belongs to Apple. So the brand is Apple. It's a specific brand. I'm talking about a specific object's name. So it's Apple. So if I talk about mobile, it's a common noun, but it belongs to a brand which is Apple. So Apple is a proper noun. So it is a difference between a common noun and a proper noun. And if I talk about proper noun, you can easily recognize it because it always begins with a capital letter. It doesn't matter where is it placed in a sentence, whether it's in the beginning or is it in the middle or it's at the end. But it will always remain capital. For example, I love my country, India. So India is placed at the last, but it will always be written capital I and D-I. Let's take a few more examples about the proper noun. This is the first sentence. Are you coming on Wednesday? So you see, Wednesday is a specific day. There are many days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 7 days in a week. So days are common, but if I talk about a particular day, that is Wednesday, it's proper. It's too hot in the month of May. So there are 12 months. So month is common. But if I'm talking about a specific month, that is month of May, that is a proper noun. If you have written both of them in capital. So it's all about proper noun. So time to move towards our next type of noun, collective noun, and it refers to a group of place, person or thing, and we will understand this noun better with some examples. Okay, let's begin with some questionnaire. What do we call lot of musicians performing together? Any idea? You guessed it right, a band of musicians. Whenever someone has a birthday or anniversary, so we take flowers for them, like a group of flowers for them. So what do we call that? We call it bouquet. Bouquet of flowers. We have a mother, a father, brother, sister, grandfather, grandmother. So many people living in a home all together. But what do we call them? We call them a family. So a family is also a collective noun. You all are working somewhere, right? And there are so many people working together at that place. So what do we call that place? Basically, we call it an organization. All the Indian players together are known as a team. We also use a lot of collective nouns for the group of different animals. So let us learn that. Here are a few examples that I want to share with you. A brood of hens or chickens. So if there are many hens and chickens together, we call it brood. So similarly, if there are many penguins and vultures together in a group, we call it colony. Same with the birds, we call it flight. When we take the flight, right? Crows. So to the crows we call it murder. Yeah, this is strange, but this is correct because this is English, right? So it is all about collective noun. So let us understand it one more time. That collective noun is a group of a person, place or thing. So let's move to the next. Now let's talk about the next noun, which is material noun. So let's see to the definition of it. It refers to the materials from which things are made, right? So basically material noun refer to a material. We talk about this duster. This duster is made up of plastic, right? So plastic is the material. The shirt is of cotton fabric. So the material is cotton. So cotton is a material noun. This wall is made from bricks and cement, right? So brick and cement both are material noun. So material noun is all about the material by which the things are made. It can be a wood, it can be a cement, it can be an iron, it can be a gold, it can be steel, it can be any fabric like cotton or linen. So material noun is all about material. Let's move to a last but not the least, the most important noun. This is another interesting noun, abstract noun. Children often have confusions about this noun, so listen carefully. So it represents ideas, emotions, thoughts, everything that we need to be a human being, right? But can't be seen, hear, taste or touched. We cannot hear it, we cannot see it, we cannot taste it, we cannot touch it. Then what we can do? How can we recognize the abstract noun and its existence? It can be felt. So you can feel the abstract noun. Let's take an example. She is so honest. I can feel it because I know her, right? But can I see her honesty? Or I can touch it? Or can I taste it? No. Next example. Our friendship is so strong. So our friendship is strong. The friendship here is abstract noun. I can't touch the friendship. I can't taste the friendship. I can't hear the friendship. But I can feel it that yes, actually it's so strong. So to the abstract noun, you can just feel. You can never taste it or touch it or see it or hear it. I hope you all have understood that. No? So what is the reason of the confusion? Confusion? Can you see confusion? Can you taste confusion? But you can feel it because you are having it right now, right? So all these kind of words like honesty, friendship, confusion, no, cleverness can only be felt but not seen. So this is all about abstract noun and I hope now you will be able to find it in a sentence. So now let's practice a few sentences so that we can make sure that we know all 5 kinds of nouns properly. So let's begin. Let's practice a few sentences and please put your answers in the comment box while this video is going on, right? Or while you are watching this video, definitely. Clothes are made of cotton and silk. What do you think, which kind of nouns are there in this sentence? So if I talk about clothes, clothes are common, we all wear clothes, right? So it's a common noun, but the cotton and silk are the kinds of fabrics, right? So it is a material noun. What is the reason behind your happiness? What do you think? Where is the noun here? Happiness. Happiness is an abstract noun, and we all know that we can feel the happiness, but we can't touch it, we can't see it, right? The jury declared the results. So where is the noun here? Jury. Jury is a collective noun because jury means the group of judges together, right? So jury declared the results. Simple. Solomon was famous for his wisdom. Can you guess the kinds of nouns here? There are two nouns. Yes, you are absolutely right. Solomon. Talking about a particular king, Solomon. So, Solomon is a proper noun. Wisdom is, again, we can't see, we can't touch, but we can feel the wisdom of someone. So, wisdom is again an abstract noun. Let's learn types of nouns based on the gender. There are four kinds, that are masculine, feminine, neuter and common. So let us talk about masculine first. So masculine means the male gender. Let's take an example. We talk about son, husband, or an actor. All are males, right? Now let's talk about feminine. So feminine talks about the female gender. Like, let's take the opposite of it. Daughter, wife, and an actress. Now what is a neuter gender? Neuter gender is a gender which has no gender. We cannot identify the gender of that particular thing. We generally talk about the non-living things when we talk about the neuter gender. For example, can you tell me what is the gender of this pen? It's nothing, it's neuter. So, pen, a duster, right, a table. So, all these are the neuter genders in English, right? Common genders. Common genders are the kind of a person, can be male, can be female. Let's take an example. Teacher. So it's not important that teacher refers to a female. A male is also a teacher, right? There's so many males who are teaching. Doctor. Anyone can be a doctor, male or female, right? Masculine, feminine, neuter and common. Male, female, no gender and a common gender. That is it for today. Bye bye. See you in the next video. Hello everyone. Welcome back. And in today's session we are going to learn an essential part of grammar, that is sentence. So very forward. Let's get started. Before you start learning about sentences, there are three things that you need to remember. First, your sentence should be in proper order. Order means if we make a sentence, if we create a sentence, what do we need? We need the subject, we need a verb, and we need an object. Subject means karta, the one who is doing the work. Verb means kriya, jo kaam ho raha hai. And then it's object, the remaining part of the sentence, how the work is done or what time the work is done. Right? We have to make sure that we place these in proper order in a sentence. Second thing, that whenever you are creating a sentence, it always begin with capital letter. So if you see, this sentence, a capital letter se shuru hai. So it will be always the same no matter what kind of sentence is it, right? And third thing, every sentence will end with a punctuation mark, right? You can see here it's a full stop. So it can be full stop, it can be exclamation mark, it can be a question mark, right? So we need to remember these three things when we are creating our sentence. So now let's learn how many kinds of sentences do exist. So let's learn the first type of sentence, that is declarative sentence. We also call it an assertive sentence. that. These kind of sentences are generally a statement sentence. This means the simple sentences in which there is no expression, there is no question, there is no surprise, there is no feeling, there is no order, right? So let's take some examples like I like sweets, and it will always end with a full stop, right? I like sweets. It's a simple statement sentence. We are going to trip. This is again a statement, a simple sentence. We call it declarative sentence. So now let's move towards the next kind of sentence, which is interrogative sentence. And if you are aware of it, interrogative sentences are used to ask questions. Interrogative. Please make sure you learn the spellings well, right? So it is used to ask questions. Now there are two kind of questions. The questions which end up answering yes or no, or there are WH kind of questions. So let us understand it through examples. So the very first question, do you want tea? Now if you see, you have to answer this question in yes or no. Yes, I want tea. No, I don't want it. Right? So we answer it in yes or no. So this is the first kind of question. Now let us talk about the second kind of question, which starts with WH family. Now what is WH family? It's like the questions which start with WH, like where, why, what, right? So let's take an example. What are your hobbies? Now you cannot answer this question in yes or no, right? You have to give a proper answer to this question, that my hobbies are playing cricket or enjoying or reading the books. So whatever. So these are two kind of questions, and what is most important part of this kind of sentences, we always use a question mark. We call this a question mark. So to end up these sentences, we add question mark to it. It's an essential part of English grammar because it adds to the punctuation also. So this is the second kind of sentence. Let's learn the next kind of sentence, which is known as imperative sentence. Imperative sentence. I-M-P-E-R-A-T-I-V. Make sure you learn all the spellings very well, right? So imperative sentence is used to give order, called command also. Alright? To give an advice to somebody. And it is also used to make a request. So the sentences in which there is an order, we call it command, there is an advice, or there is a request, we call it an imperative sentence. And for your information, we end up these kind of sentences using full stop only. This is the punctuation mark which will be used with imperative sentences. So now let us take example. Order. Close the door. So I am giving an order to somebody to close the door. Close the door right now. Now let us talk about request. Okay. Please pass me the book. So this is a request I am making, and I am asking somebody to please pass me the book. And the last but not the least, advice. Drink more water. So I am advising somebody to drink more water. So here this is an order, this is a request, and this is an advice. So this is all about imperative sentences. Now let's learn the next kind of sentence. The next sentence is exclamatory sentence. Exclamatory sentence. Now this sentence shows strong emotions, strong feelings, feeling of surprise, right? And we use a special mark to recognize these sentences. This is an exclamation mark. If you can see this mark, this is an exclamation mark, right? So let us frame a few sentences, right? Wow, what a beautiful dress. So if you can see in this sentence, it shows a very strong emotion towards the dress. Wow, what a beautiful dress, right? Let us talk about another emotion. Ouch, I got hurt. Now if you see, this emotion is totally different from this. Now I am feeling hurted. Ouch, I got hurt. So through my expressions, anybody can understand and anybody can feel that I am hurt. Alright, and if you can see, I have added exclamation mark also here. So to understand or to recognize exclamatory sentence, you have to do nothing. Just you have to see that if there is an exclamation mark, this is definitely going to be an exclamatory sentence. So these were the 4 kind of sentences which we generally learn when we learn English grammar. But I want to tell you about one more sentence which is very commonly used: the positive and the negative sentences. So now what is the positive sentence? What is the negative sentence? Let us understand. Let us begin with the positive sentence, like I like to sing. मुझे गाना पसंद है. Right. अब how will you say a negative sentence? मुझे गाना पसंद नहीं है. Right. So here we'll be adding not. I don't like to sing. As simple as that. Now let us check out an easy sentence in comparison. If I talk about an easy sentence, let's see. She is honest. Simple sentence. So let's make it negative. Okay. What would be there? She is not honest. She is not honest. Honest means vafadar, right? So just adding not, the sentence became negative. So if you see here, this is a positive sentence and this is a negative sentence, right? So here we finished with the kind of sentences, and before we leave, let us practice all these sentences. So get ready for the questionnaire. Here are a few sentences and you have to guess which kind of sentences are these, right? Let's look at the first one. Please shut the door. Please shut the door. So I am making a request here and you guessed it, right? It is an imperative sentence. Now let's guess the next sentence. May I come in? So let's check out this question. This is a question, right? So this is an interrogative sentence. Now let's talk about the third sentence. Can you recognize this sentence? Can you see an exclamation mark here? Alas, we lost the trophy. It's a very strong emotion that we lost the trophy, right? So it is an exclamatory sentence. Can you guess which kind of sentence is it? Today is Monday. Yes, you guessed it right. It is a simple statement sentence. So it is a declarative sentence. Last but not the least, such a splendid place. Yes, you guessed it right. It is an exclamatory sentence and you're quite smart. I will say that. Smart cookie. Because here is an exclamation mark. So it is an exclamatory sentence simply. So you have got 5 on 5. Congratulations and thank you so much to all of you for joining me in this video and watching this complete video. I hope this video was helpful to you.
Hello everyone, have you ever been to a rainforest? No? So, hello everyone. I'm going to take you to a rainforest safari today. And not only a safari, but we are going to learn a lot about rainforest and lots of new vocabulary related to that. So basically at the end of this session, we are going to frame a paragraph and write a lot about rainforest. Alright, so stay in the session and keep learning. Let's explore all the plants and animals who live in a rainforest through this session. So let's check out the lesson outline, what all we are going to learn in this session. About the rainforest, which is a lush and a vibrant world. About the layers of forest, this is definitely a new concept for you, so don't miss it. And the rainforest diversity means what all kind of animals and plants live in there. So let's move to the next. So hey everyone, welcome to the rainforest. Can you see this beautiful green attractive image of the rainforest? I'm really excited, but this is just not the image. This is an activity for you and you have to find out all the animals in this image. Can you recognize some of them? Okay, let me give you a hint. So there are total 7 animals which you can find in this image. Were you able to find out all? Okay, so can you see here all these animals are here. And what are all these animals? What is the name of all these animals? What do you think? Can you name all these animals? No? Oh yes. Alright, let's check it out together. This one is a butterfly and toucans. This one, frog, a jaguar, and this one is a snake. It's a sloth. And who is this? Looks like monkey, but it's basically known as orangutan. Orangutan. So I hope you are knowing these animals, and if you don't know, now you know about them, right? So let's move on to the next slide. Today you'll be able to describe a rainforest. So after this complete session of just 10 minutes, you will be able to know a lot about a rainforest. You will be able to name all the plants which you can easily find in a rainforest. You will be able to name all the animals that live in a rainforest. So exciting. And above all, you will be learning lots of vocabulary words, new vocabulary words that would be added in your dictionary, right? Can you see this beautiful image? Do you know what is this? What is this place exactly? Looks like a forest. Yes, this is Amazon rainforest. And for your knowledge, I'd like to share with you that it is the largest rainforest in the world. I don't know about you, but I really dream of visiting this rainforest one day. Amazing. Rainforest, a lush and vibrant world. We have already seen it to some extent. It has a dense and lush vegetation. It receives a lot of rain throughout the year, and that is the reason for so much of greenery over there. And also it is the home to diverse plants and animals. So what all plants and animals? Let's see to it. Before we move towards learning about the plants and animals, I want to share you the layers of rainforest, which is very important for all of us to know, and which is a new thing for all of us. So if you can see this picture, it's a rainforest, okay? And there are 4 layers to it. Very first is emergent. Emergent is a layer in which hosts all the tallest trees and flying mammals. And then there is canopy at this side. If you can see that, canopy is a place below the emergent and it has dense branches and leaves. If you come a little lower than canopy, then there is understory. So understory is a home to smaller trees and plants with large leaves. Last but not the least, the forest
floor. The lowest part of the rainforest is where you can find the decomposing fallen leaves and matter. Means if a leaf is fallen down from the tree, it comes out at the forest floor. So starting from emergent to canopy to understory to forest floor makes the layers of a rainforest. I hope you find it quite interesting. And now you know about the layers of rainforest and 4 new vocabulary words. There's an activity for you. What do you think which animal should be in which habitat? Over here. First one is a polar bear, a monkey, and a blue whale. So whale. So what do you think? There are 3 habitats, and by the way, habitat is a place where the animals live. First one is a forest, another one is a sea or an ocean, the another one is an icy area. So let's see the answers. So as per the answers, the monkey should be in the forest, of course, and the whale should be in a sea, and a polar bear should be in a polar region, in an icy region. Let's learn more about the rainforest diversity, which talks about the flora and fauna. Flora and fauna means plants and animals. So it has tall trees like giant sequoias and oak trees, colorful orchids, you can see in this picture, and ferns and medicinal plants. The plants which are used to make medicines are also found in a rainforest. And if I talk about animals, so colorful birds like macaws, my favorite parrots, and toucans. This is the picture of a toucan. We have already studied in the previous picture about it. And the insects like bugs, butterflies, spiders, all these animals can easily be seen in this forest. And there are some more animals which I want to talk about, that is the mammals like monkeys and deer, the reptiles like snakes, frogs and lizards. So all these variety of animals can easily be found in a rainforest. So let's summarize the entire thing which we have studied in this session. Rainforest is a dense and lush forest that receives a lot of rain. And if I talk about the plants, it is a home to various plants such as sequoias, oaks, ferns, orchids and medicinal plants also. Animals, it has many incredible animals such as macaws, toucans, monkeys, snakes, chameleons and variety of insects. Just look at this image. And for your information, I would like to share with you that rainforests are also called the lungs of the earth because they provide us with lots and lots of oxygen, which keeps us healthy also. Do you think there are some more benefits of a rainforest to a human being? If yes, please put your answers in that comment box and share with me. So this was the classwork and there is some homework also. This is the resource page and you can see so many icons over here on this page about there are some elements, there are some plants or animals. It's a mix of everything. So what I want you to do, I want you to write an interesting paragraph using all these icons or a few of these icons, and also you can draw some of these icons making a border of it and share that image in the comment section. If you share this image in the comment section, I will be sharing this entire PPT with you so that you can read and learn about the rainforest and you can share it with many people, many friends of yours. So the homework is really awaited from you all. Last but not the least, I never got a surprise. So this is the background which I've created for you and you can use this background for your online classes, for your desktop wallpaper, and now you are going to get lots and lots of holidays homework. And if you get any holidays homework related to a forest or flora or fauna or maybe a science homework,
you can use it as a cover page, and I have lots of beautiful cover pages related to other themes also, and if you want you can get it from me. Hello everyone, welcome back, and today we are going to discover vocabulary words about nature. Understanding the science vocabulary also help us in understanding the science chapters. Today we are going to read and talk about nature, and we are going to encounter or understand specific words which we use when we study science, right? This session is a good opportunity for all of you to connect to the vocabulary, to real world examples, scenarios, animal preservations, and environmental issues. So don't miss it. Why do we need to learn new words? What is the need of learning new words? And why am I teaching so many vocabulary words in my shorts and in my video session? Because ultimately it helps you to improve your communication skills, and you have to understand, अगर आपकी vocabulary बहुत अच्छी है, so आपके communication skills definitely बहुत ही sharpen लगते हैं, बहुत ही smart लगते हैं, right? So to talk about things better means अगर आपके पास ज़्यादा vocabulary होगी तो आप चीज़ों के बारे में ज़्यादा अच्छे से बात कर पाओगे दूसरों से. You will be able to express yourself in a better way. तो थिंक क्रिटिकली, उन चीज़ों को आप बहुत डीपली उसके बारे में सोच सकते हैं. व्हेन यू नो द वर्ड, इफ यू डोंट नो द मीनिंग ऑफ एनी वर्ड, हाउ इज इट पॉसिबल फॉर यू टू थिंक इट इन अ वास्ट वे to improve the way we write? So you see, it also helps us to write these answers that are mentioned in the science book, and also about the writing skills. When we are writing any paragraph about environment or about the environmental problems, global warming, so all these vocabulary words will help you to write better, to read and understand different information. So it's not only that you are writing about something. Many times we are reading the newspaper, there are articles, there is such good information about the nature. So उसको समझने के लिए भी हमारी vocabulary बहुत अच्छी होनी चाहिए. It should be really good. And to help us study in different subjects, as you know that it's not only that if I teach you a word like habitat, so it will be helpful for you in your science vocabulary, but in many of the other ones, geography, or you will study it in any chapter related to English. So vocabulary help you in every way, in every subject and everywhere. So it's time for some new words, and as you can see that there are two underlined words on this page. So do you know what is the meaning of flora and fauna? Any clues about it? The divers observed the colorful flora and fauna living in the Great Barrier Reef. Okay, so let me explain it to you. Flora means plants and fauna means animals. So flora, if you can see, if you can just hear it, also sounds like flora, flowers, right? And fauna sounds like fawn, like, or a young deer. So fauna means animals. So these are two most important words when we talk about science vocabulary, because our science begins with flora and fauna. And I would like to give you a tip to enhance your vocabulary, to always keep a mini dictionary in your pocket, so that whenever you find any difficult word, immediately open it up and find out the meaning and use it in your daily vocabulary or communication with your friends. Flora and fauna are just some words which are related to nature, but there are thousands of words if we talk about science vocabulary, and which we actually need to know to improve our communication skills. So we can read or hear about these words obviously in our science books, or in lot of programs which are organized in nature documentary and encyclopedia, and where else? What do you think? Which other place can you find the science vocabulary? Please let me know. Put your answers in the comment box. I would definitely like to know. And before we begin enriching our vocabulary, there is a fun fact for you. Can you recognize what is this? क्या है? कौन है ये? Can you recognize? Do you know that? So this is an American bison, and it is a vital part of the fauna in the grassy plains of
central United States. You would definitely be amazed to know that it can weigh a ton. Literally, seriously, it can weigh a ton, but it can jump as high as 6 feet and run as fast as 35 miles per hour. 1 ton वेट होने के बाद भी ये एनिमल 6 फीट जंप कर सकता है और 35 माइल्स पर आवर की स्पीड से ये भाग सकता है, रन कर सकता है. So can you see the eligibility and the power of this animal? Amazing. Nature always, surprises us with something beautiful, with something amazing. So let's discover some more words now. इस word का meaning क्या है और कैसे उसको हम एक sentence में better तरीके से उसे use कर सकते हैं. So now let's continue with the next slide. So the very first word is habitat. So habitat is a place where a living thing grows or lives. Let's take an example. Tropical rainforests of Central and South America are the natural habitat of birds called macaws. So we all know, and I have told in my previous session also, that the macaws live in the tropical rainforest. So the next word is endangered. It's an adjective, means a describing word, and its meaning is in danger of disappearing forever. I think you know that there are so many animals in this world which are disappearing, or their population is getting lesser and lesser every day. So those animals are in danger. वो animals danger में हैं कि वो हमेशा के लिए disappear ना हो जाए इस world से. So such kind of animals we call endangered species also. Let's take an example. The sea turtle is an endangered species due to habitat destruction. Habitat destruction means जब किसी भी animal का या plant का जो habitat है वो destroy कर दिया जाता है और उस animal के पास sufficient place नहीं होता, to stay, to live and to enjoy its life. So the sea turtle is getting endangered just because of non-availability of the habitat. Because उसके पास रहने के लिए home नहीं है, right? So that is the reason it is an endangered species. And otherwise there are so many conditions why an animal gets endangered. All right. So let's move to the next word, and that is migrate. Migrate is a verb and it means to move from one region to another region. And I believe we all know about this word. एक रीजन से दूसरे रीजन में मूव होना माइग्रेशन होता है, whether it's about animal or it's about birds. So the monarch bird flies migrate to warmer regions during the winter months. There are so many animals who change their place because of the weather. Maybe उन्हें विंटर कंफर्टेबल नहीं है, मे बी उन्हें समर्स कंफर्टेबल नहीं है. सो एज पर द रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ देयर बॉडी they move from one place to another place. Talk about the next word, pollination or pollen. Pollinate is a verb. It's a verb. It means transferring the pollen, and which results to the fertilization. Bees collect nectar and pollinate flowers as they move from one blossom to another blossom. So bees nectar को collect करती हैं और flowers को pollinate करती हैं, यानी कि उनको pollen transfer करती हैं, which results to the fertilization. The next word is ecosystem. Ecosystem is a noun and it is a community of living organisms which interact with their environment. And we all are staying in ecosystem, if I'm not wrong. So the coral reef ecosystem is home to a diverse range of fish, crabs, and other marine lives. The next word is conservation. Conservation is again a noun and it means act of protecting and preserving natural resources and wildlife. जो हमारे नेचुरल वाइल्ड लाइफ रिसोर्सेज है उनको प्रोटेक्ट करना, उनको प्रिजर्व करना, उनको प्रिजर्व करके रखना, so that they are there with us for a long time. Let's take an example. We support the conservation of the endangered four-petal pawpaw through
seed banking. Now you would be thinking, what is the meaning of seed banking here? So seed banking is a process in which we clean, dry and restore the seeds so that we can use them in the future. So we support the conservation of the endangered 4-petal pawpaw by using the seed banking process so that we can utilize and we can use them in future also. Are you ready to use these words which we have learned today? Choose the word that best completes each sentence. Let's see how many of you have really listened to this video properly. So let's complete this sentence and find out the right answers for it. Let's do it. The forest is the dash of many different species, including elephants and zebras. Did you say habitat? So if you have said habitat, you are absolutely correct. Next, the tiger is a dash species due to hunting and deforestation. So because we are doing a lot of tiger hunting and we are cutting on trees, tiger is an endangered species. During dash, bees collect nectar from flowers, helping the plants to produce seeds and fruits. Did you guess the answer? Are you able to guess the answer? Are you able to understand which word would be fitting here? Alright, so the answer is pollination. So during pollination, bees collect nectar from flowers, helping the plants to produce seeds and fruits. So this is the answer key. Okay, the quiz is finished now. Habitat, endangered and pollination. Congratulations, this trophy is for you. Have done a wonderful job. Make a list of these words and use them in a sentence. It will really be helpful for you. And remember that language is a powerful tool, and if you build a good vocabulary, it will help you to communicate better and better and better. So not only learning but also using it, right? And you know that my video cannot finish without giving you the homework. So today's homework is to create a beautiful poster using the vocabulary words which we have learned today, and you can decorate it according to you. You are an artist, I know that. And again, this is a background for your online classes or for your cover pages and wherever you want it. Please provide me your email ID so that I can mail you if you need this. Otherwise, that's perfectly fine. Thank you so much for watching this video, for learning with me, for staying with me. Are these videos really helpful to you? If yes, please do comment in the comment section, and bye-bye.